Hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and today I have on my fantastic Refashionista thinking cap because I kind of got it in my head that I need to make some merch for myself, right? I mean, these hats are great and everything, but there's got to be something that I can kind of refashion and make myself as well. And then I found this rather massive shirt in my stash, and I got it, I remember specifically because this is very close to my Refashionista pink brand color, but it is totally boring. It is very, very long. So today we are going to create some rockin' Refashionista merch without sewing a stitch. So let's get making! Sorry to interrupt myself with myself, but if you have been wanting to take my epically awesome Refashioning 101 e-course, you can right now for 50% off using the code REFASHION50. And if you really don't know what the heck I'm talking about, here's Guy to tell you all about it.
Hey, yo, I'm Guy. And if you got a passion for fashion, I am here to tell you how you can transform it and create your own cool little eco-fashion business. All you got to do is take Refashioning 101, which is the awesome e-course by Confessions of a Refashionista. And yeah, everything is in there from start to finish. Every single thing you could possibly need. All the skills you need to get started. Transforming your own wardrobe, your friend's wardrobe, stuff you get at the thrift shop. And then the last lesson shows you how to resell it all online. And it's just a great little course for you. It has video lessons. It has PDF downloads. Go check it out. Enroll and get started on your eco-fashion journey today.
For this first so quick and easy DIY merch creating project that involves no sewing at all you need is your plain shirt or whatever garment you want to use, a piece of cardboard, some permanent markers, and a piece of chalk. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do is decide where you want to have your design, and then take your piece of cardboard and pop it inside behind that area. So I want my design to be pretty central here on the front. So I've put my piece of cardboard in between the front and the back so my permanent marker does not go through to the back of my shirt. Okay, so if you want to get out your rulers or your tailor's measure and measure exactly the space you want your design to be in, you absolutely can. I, of course, am simply going to eyeball it, and I've grabbed my chalk, and now I'm just going to very gently and carefully sketch out my design. Okay, so there is my design. Just, you know, a little bit of refashion. That is all. Very quick and easy. So now comes the tricky-ish part. So now you want to grab your permanent marker, and I cannot stress this enough. This has to be a permanent marker. I just get mine at the dollar store. You don't need anything expensive, and they work absolutely fine. So I've opened it, and you can see this one has a bit of an angled head on it, so we'll see if that's going to be okay. And now I'm just going to really, really slowly start going over my chalk lines. Now, because this is fabric, we're going to go very, very slowly. And it's not that big of a deal if you accidentally kind of go out of your original line or anything like that, because you will be going over this more than a few times to make sure your lines will be nice and crisp at the end. So seriously, you can see here, my line is absolutely not even close to being perfect yet. And that's because I'm just wanting to get my first pass done. And then once I'm going over it again, I'm going to make these lines really stand out and be nice and crisp. But when you're first starting out, it's not super important. You will be going back over it again. So you can see now that I have gone over my letters once again, and I made them nice and thick, and I'm going to do it again. But you see, you just got to keep going over it and over it until you are happy with the lines and how it looks. But I think I might try a different color this time. So as you can see, I did add some lovely pink accents and a little bit of red in the heart, and I also went over all of the black one more time, so now we can finally move on to the last step. So we're almost ready for the next step, but you can see I removed that piece of cardboard and like, look at this. That would have been all over the back of my shirt. And here is just more proof to always hold on to those little bits of cardboard that come in packaging and everything, because you never know when you're going to use it. And it's still recyclable. So, I mean, at the end of the day, just hold on to it and use it for your crafting. So now instead of the cardboard, I have an old tea towel in between the front and the back. And as I said, this is the final step. So we're going to really set this permanent marker here. It will stay without doing this step, so it is optional. I just always like to do it because I find it really does help to keep the design and everything looking fresh after washing it. Okay, so I got another old tea towel on top. And now I'm just going to give it a very, very good press with a quite hot iron because my shirt is cotton, so it can take it. If you're doing this on something else, then please be aware of your iron temperature when you are ironing, because some fabrics do not like the iron at all. So this is now finished. If there are any bits of chalk remaining, like right here, I see a tiny little bit, it will come out in the wash. And now let's move on to the next no-sew merch. Full disclosure, we are revisiting my oldie but goodie DIY from 2017 right now. I'm just redoing the voiceover. So for this one, you need a dark colored t-shirt, a piece of chalk, a light colored marker or two that are nearly dried out, a plastic covered piece of cardboard, and of course some bleach. So the first thing you need to do is pop your t-shirt on and mark out the area where you'd like the design to be with your chalk. Then put your plastic covered cardboard in between the front and the back of the t-shirt to prevent any bleach leakage. Okay, here comes the fun part. Now, of course, you get to sketch out your design. Once you're happy with it, then you take your nearly dried out marker and dip it into the bleach, and then ever so carefully trace over your chalk design. Then all you got to do is wait and watch the color change. Now, of course, the more bleach you use, the lighter it will be, and the longer you leave it on, the lighter it will be as well. I left this one on for a couple of hours. Okay, this is over 5 years old now, and look, it is still just as fabulous as the day that I made it. I think it's even more fabulous because it's now super duper soft and well worn in, because I actually wear this quite a bit and I just love it so much. And the fact that because of this type of cotton mixed fabric, I don't know if you can see here, but the bleach actually has kind of a little line all the way around each letter. I did not put those lines on there. It did that naturally. So that is super, super cool how bleach reacts to different types of fabric and cotton mixed fabric. I just love it so much. And I mean, again, you do not get any cooler than your own personalized merch that you made yourself. Okay, I just have one more quick thing to do to this gorgeous shirt, and that is shorten it because it is like a dress on me, so I have already marked it to my desired length. Now, I'm not going to hem this because it's cotton jersey, so we're going to cut it and then let it roll back onto itself. And now you can see cotton jersey does not fray, which is absolutely fantastic. Cotton sweatshirt material also does not fray, and you can cut it, and then when you stretch it, give it a nice healthy stretch here. Look what happens. It rolls back onto itself, which then gives you a really cool looking rolled up hem. So now we can finally try everything on and style it all up. Who knew it was so easy to make your own personalized garments? Well, I knew actually, right? That's why I shared it with you guys. But first, before we get into this fabulousness, let's talk a little bit about my 2017 Bleach Refashionista t-shirt. It is truly, truly awesome, and it is amazing that it is still going strong and super comfortable, and just as amazing as it was when I made it way, way back in 2017, which seems like such a long time ago now. Anyway, I really like wearing this with my DIY distressed denim and, of course, my fantastic hoodie blazer thing that I put together. Both of those tutorials will be down below for you, so you can make this entire outfit for your little refashionista self if you want to. All right, on to the main event, which is this beauteous refashion shirt that I created, again, without sewing at all, which is, I love no-sew tutorials so much. They are so fantastic, and you pretty much get to see instant results, which is, you know, the best. But I hate my handwriting. This, though, I don't hate. I kind of seem to have created my own font, which is pretty awesome. And it has been washed, and you see it is still just as good as when I made it. And I think, you know, it's gonna last me for at least as many years as my other shirts. But that's not all. As you saw in the little look video there, I have also created myself an adorable refashionista belt bag. And how easy was this? It was an existing belt bag that I had that, of course, is in my similar Refashionista brand pink. And I just ironed my Refashionista patch on there. Too easy. Like that, how you don't get more instant than that, I don't think. And you also may have noticed this adorable bag. Now, this I actually made, I don't even know, it was so many years ago when I was living in Germany. This tote bag with, you know, my patchwork self on it. And then I added, of course, another Refashionista iron-on patch, and it is just, it's adorable, right? This little scrappy me bag. Also, don't forget to take advantage of my amazing 50% off deal for my Refashioning 101 e-course. All you gotta do is type in Refashion50 and you get 50% off, which is a crazy steal of a deal because it is an epic, epic e-course. It's linked down below. Go check it out. And I guess it's that time again, isn't it? It is time for troll time. And today, I think we have another staff member who's doing the reveal of their Barbie. Plus, of course, we're gonna find out what I'm doing wrong this time.
Oh, hi, it's Miss Citrus Meloni, and are you totally digging my fit today? Like, look at this fantastic hat and my heart sunglasses, and of course, my amazing Y2K overalls and sneakers. I am just loving this so much.
Yeah, hi. I'm Citrus Meloni. This is the adorable Citrus Meloni Barbie doll that Sheri did. And are you kidding me? She did such a good job. Like, look, there's even heart sunglasses. And how adorable did she make this hat? It is just, it's me. It's totally me. And I love this, like, so much. Okay. Anyway, I am doing a troll time. We are doing troll time today. So let's just get into it. Okay, so today's troll is named Therese, and Therese says,
I would never wear the stuff you make. Oh, and vomit emoji.
like, okay, Tracy, I'm pretty sure Sheri wouldn't want to wear your clothes either, but you know what? She doesn't go on your page and write that, because what kind of person does that kind of stuff, you know? Like, oh, shocking. I cannot ever get my head around why people do that. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're so kind of, I guess, tangled up in your own self that you feel the need to go and be mean to strangers and probably the people you know and love, or supposedly love as well. Like, just don't do it. It's so easy to just not do it. Also, as Sheri's social media manager, I just want to point out that most, like 99.99999% of these comments are from her Facebook page. Like, I hope you guys understand that, right? Like, the YouTube commenters
all seem to be pretty awesome. The ones that aren't, like really aren't, and are quite vile and disgusting and horrible or really pervy. But, you know, those are blocked and deleted. But I don't understand. There seems to be something about Facebook that just really brings out the mean in people. And I don't understand why, because across her other social media, it's not like this, like at all. It really does seem to be a Facebook situation. So if you guys want to hop over to her Confessions of a Refashionista Facebook page and, you know, show her some love over there, because a lot of it isn't. And I go through that like every single day, and I have to delete and block. And that's where, like I said, 99.9999% of these comments come from, is over there. So link is down below. Feel free to pop over and, you know, follow her over there and show her some love, because absolutely the love will cancel out the hate, right? Anyway, I cannot get over this Citrus Meloni Barbie and how totally perfect she came out. That is just fantastic. I know Sheri is actually making all of her staff into Barbies as well. So expect some more. And yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video. And I guess until next time, stay safe, stay well, and we will catch you on the zigzag.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.